Greetings, my beautiful Geminis. This is Damien with HK Readings Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to bring you your Night Tarot series. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, so stay tuned to see if the messages resonate with you all. All right. So your first message here is really just talking about how the environment that you're in right now seems to be full of pretty solid and reliable and trustworthy people. You know, for many of you who have been revamping your circle and your lifestyle and things of the sort, you know, you're now attracting people to where you can safely give and not have to worry about, say, being used, for example, or taken advantage of. But it is time to act out. I think it is, the universe is saying it's a good time to show people that you appreciate them, show the universe exactly what you're grateful for through certain actions and certain showings and acknowledgments, you know. Go ahead and take a moment to just think about, you know, all the people, even if it's just a few people that might have been there for you lately or recently. You know, have you reached out to them and said thank you? Have you maybe, and it's not about like, you know, tit for tat, give or take, but you know, thought about somebody in the form of like gifting them when it came around to their birthday or a holiday, because you know they all would always send you a card, or you know, because I think from the period that many of you have just gotten out of, especially where you have seen how many people have shown or proven that they're not quite in your corner, Gemini, that there's a few that should be shining out to you a little brighter, or maybe aren't getting as you know, as much attention as they possibly could, per se, you know. We're just gonna go with that. When it comes to old ways of thinking, like it's really just not gonna get you anywhere. As far as like there's always a good need to be reserving of your energies in certain ways and in certain times. Okay, don't get me wrong there, but it's not going to serve you to just be that way. I would say, like, overall, you know, like, let's not think of anything in absolution, if you will. Let's go ahead and go with that, you know. There's some people out here that want to feel appreciated. I'm getting, I don't know, Gemini, but it seems like where it's coming from is from like a solid place. So that is the first message. Show thanks. Yatch. All right. Also, because what I also felt from this void, of course, moon with nothing will come of this situation was going directly into love, because I felt like many of you, this is particular, had asked a question exactly when this came out, wondering about like a person. And this card is also talking about that, saying that nothing is going to come of that situation. Like, I'm sorry, like, ain't shit happening with that. So, I just love when I see everything come out in multiplicities, play out that way as it exists, which I just talked about in the Taurus reading before this. So you guys might want to check that out as well. But also seeing this from the Merchant to the Child reverse to the Joyfulness card, you know, as far as a person that, if there's likely one person in your sphere that if you were to give, like if you were to give anybody another chance to, it would be them. And I do feel as though they're still around. They're gonna potentially try to come back around into your energy field. However, the games are gonna be the same. I'm not the type of reader that likes to cliche certain things like third party situations and whatnot, but this is exactly what that is talking about. It's gonna be the same old shit. Might as well be the same day too, because it's just gonna pull you back into a space that you don't necessarily need to be in. So I would say, also let go of just any old options, because I don't feel as though that's where the fulfillment and satisfaction for you is going to come in. It's definitely going to come from new connections. So you're going to want to get out there and do that. And I think that, in this new gracious, grateful attitude, this shukura, you know, energy of just being so grateful and thankful, of the abundances of life, it's definitely going to bring you towards relationships that like is better to give to. And you know what I really think is, what I'm really thinking from this reading, y'all? If you stop and pay a fucking attention and stop thinking about this old person, let me call this shit. If you stop thinking about this old person with a time to give rather than take, and it's time to take action, what you realize is, I think that there's been someone who's really been like down for you, listening to maybe your shit about this old person, or just has kind of like really been there, and you might have friend zoned them. And I think they're wanting their roses. I think this is the person that's wanting their fucking roses, Gemini, from you, because they're around while you date and you figure shit out and you do this and you do that and you're wondering what's going on with this old person. Hell, let's joyfulness card. This Three of Cups type energy with this joyfulness card is probably you. And this is them just like watching you, just like, man, this child card is going to continue to be in reverse, while Gemini is figuring their shit out, doing their thing. um and I think somebody's looking for their roses, man. So maybe and this, if there's a cross watcher watching, they're probably like, yeah, get them. But this is just like, I'm saying this in all love, and lightness. I got a smile on my face, guys. I'm not really coming for y'all. Hell, I got a Gemini moon. But this is real, though, when I say that, you're probably not really looking at, you're not really seeing clearly who the real option is, because of a situation that you haven't let go of, that you got to realize that, like, nothing's really going to come of this, I haven't seen a reading so clear in a while that's literally saying, the moment you let go of this person or this energy, it's just going to click. I don't know. It's just going to click to you the next time you see this other person, or the next time you talk to this other person, whatever it is, like, oh shit, it's them. You know what I mean? Oh, you. Oh, fuck. You know what I mean? And like, they're going to be talking to you and you're going to be looking at them like, oh my gosh. And then they're going to start to maybe stop talking or slow down and look at you like, what the fuck? They're wondering what the fuck you're looking at. And it's because you're getting it. You're realizing it. You're seeing it. They didn't see. I think they probably thought you knew all along. It was just shucking them around. But like, I don't really think you saw it, because you were still hung up on this other person, So, mm, mm. Manage that, handle that, because I think you got some good stuff coming in for you, Gemini. Much love to you. Leave your comment of resonance and like the video as well. Subscribe to the channel. I love you.